Hello, teacher. This is my work. This topic is type of sentence. The type of sentence is subdivided in three parts: simple sentence and transition expression, and compound sentence and connector, and transition plus compound sentence. The first is simple sentence and transition expression. The simple sentence are composed of a subject and a verb. Subject always comes before the verb. For example, eh, Juan plays soccer every day. The subject is Juan and the verb is play. The dog is running in the park. The subject is back and the verb is running. Remember, the subject is always located before the verb. All your sentences in English need a subject and a verb. The subject is usually a noun or a subject pronoun. For example, he, she, it, I, it, yes. The transition expression help the reader to follow the author's immediate intention and line of thought as he moves from one idea to the next. For example, the transition in addition, for additional information, for cause and effect, for seconds, for emphasis, for similarity, for opposite, for closing, for explanation, for others, like similarity, in fact, moreover, therefore, for example, however, finally, that is, luckily. For example, as a conclusion, our attendants to the workshop were very satisfied with it. Or the next, our boss is a great leader. In addition, she is a very sensitive person. The compound sentence and connector. Compound sentence, as it was mentioned above, a compound sentence is the union of two simple sentences through a connector. There are two possible structures to write a compound sentence. First structure is: this is the most traditional form. As you will see, there are no commas here. The structure is subject plus verb connector subject plus verb is equals to simple sentence connector plus simple sentence. Remember, it's that the compound sentence it's compound for two simple sentence, first simple sentence and and second simple sentence. For example, our new boss wants to change the budget because it is very high. In this case, uh, the connector is because. The next, the board of directors will not approve the project. Will the seconders is unviable. In this, the connector is will. Second structure. It's very important to see the position of the connector and the use of the com in this type of sentence. Connector subject plus verb plus subject plus verb. That it's equal to connector plus simple sentence plus simple sentence. For example, since the budget is very high, all you both wants to check it. Yes. Remember two simple sentence and connector. What is connector? Connector, as the name indicates, it's a word that connects two simple sentences so that we can create a compound sentence. There are a lot of class of connectors, like connector of time, connector of condition, connector of cause, connector of time, connector of condition, connector of place, connector of manner, and connector of contrast. For example, since, when, some, bit, time, after, before, until, if, as, along, because, since, once, not that, where, wherever, will, although, as, and the other. In this part, there are examples for connector. For example, even if Alex earned a big salary, he would not buy a fast car. Finally, the transition plus components, eh, its structure is renovated. There are two structures, and this structure is changed. In this part, we have a, for ensamples. That transition it's for addition, for illustration, for cursing effect, for comparison, for contrast, for emphasis, for time seconds, and directional flags. Like here, there, later, after, especially, also, by, however, has, therefore, so, such as, in this case, as well as, and, yes, and the others. The first structure is renovate. Uh, in the structure is first transition plus simple sentence plus connector plus simple sentence. So in this part is the same and the after in the before part. Like we use compound sentence. Remember the compound sentence is two simple sentences with a connector. Like this part. One simple sentence plus connector plus simple sentence. And in this, we add a transition. Yes, because it's two simple sentence, connector and transition. Yes. For example, fortunately, nobody will be fired before their contracts are completely. The second structure is renovated uh, for the organize for each part. Transition first, second connector, and simple sentence plus simple sentence. For example, however, if an employee doesn't work diligently can get in serious trouble. Yes, so really. And finally, I have a sample for you. Susan wanted cake. She wanted ice cream. And Susan wanted cake, but she also wanted ice cream. So, students, this is all topic. I way that you can practice this topic with your friends in your daily routine, in your daily life, and I recommend you that you review this material for. Uh, I know that this material is so important for you practice and you learn more. So thank you so much. See you next class.